Welcome to another edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the old family farm. Alright, here we are, ladies and gents, episode number 20. So, seeing as this is the last episode, we need to prepare for our next map. So, for the next map, we're actually going somewhere far away. So, we're only going to be able to take a certain amount of things with us. So, in light of that, we're going to have to get ready to transport a few things. So for that, we are going to need a vehicle in order to take the things with us. So we're going to need, we're going to need a truck to take our things with us. So what type of truck should we get? Let's get the T800 Kenworth. And we need something to put our stuff on, which means we need a trailer of some sorts. So let's go ahead and pick up a gold hofter. Perfect. Alright, so where are we here? So we're going to go ahead and get ready. So we need to get our gold hoffer loaded. Need to get it hooked onto the trailer. And then we need to try and get as much stuff as we can on this trailer, because this is basically all we can take to our next map because it is so far away. Alright. And anything that we don't take with us, we're going to sell. So we may buy some things when we get there, but we can only take so much with us. Alright, so I'm going to drive this over to a loading area. And obviously this truck is not meant for it, but it's the only way we can get our stuff to the next destination. Alright. So let's back it up to our shed over here. Alright. There we go, lowering our... go. Let's lower those. Move them out a little bit. There we go. So, we need to consider what type of tractors... Oh, it's off the ground a little bit. That's fine. We need to consider what tractors we can take with us. So, can we take the truck? Ooh, this is a good question. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell our 2 pigs that we have here first. And then... I don't know what to do with the truck. Alright, let's get those 2 pigs. There we go. Perfect. So, the new map we're going to, I'm not going to mention it yet, but as I mentioned, it is pretty far away from here. So, we're going to need to be prepared. It's a completely different area of the world. Whoops. Complete different area of the world we have not been to. So far we were at the newbie farm. Unknown location. We've been in America right here. We're gonna call it maybe Colorado due to the mountains. And so we've been in a couple different places, but not everywhere yet. Alright, sell those 2 pigs. And because we're going to 2 different countries, we need to take into consideration the exchange rate of cash. Right now we're working on the American dollar. We have $1.7 million. So, when we move to the new location, we may or may not have $1.7 million due to the exchange rate. And you never know what could happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the truck here for now, right by the selling point. We definitely can't take this pig trailer with us because it's just too big. Alright. Are we going to take the farmall? No. We don't need the farmall. It's a little too underpowered. So because we're going to a new map, we're not constrained by the 100 horsepower limit, and we're not going to take this quarry wagon with us either. Let's just drive over the field here. So we don't need this particular tractor. It's a great tractor, did us really well on this map, but I don't feel it's going to be an essential part of our map, or an essential part of our next map. Alright, so we're going to drive this over to the shop, get ready for selling. It's a little slow. It only drives at 23 kilometers an hour, which is, you know, half the speed you would drive on the roads in town. So, the next map, as I mentioned before, is going to be a bit bigger, so this tractor is going to be a bit slow to get around. Alright. Let's take this over to the selling point here, and we're just going to go ahead and sell it right away. We can always buy another quarry wagon in the new location, so there we go. Let's go and sell this bale wagon. We don't need that anymore either. Sell that, sell that. Alright, the truck, I'm going to leave that there. Now, this combine, it's done us really well on this map, but it's not going to fit on this trailer. I know that for a fact because I tried to see if it would fit on this trailer, and it definitely won't. So we're going to have to go sell it. Now, I know for a fact that they do have this type of combine on the new area, so we are going to go ahead and sell this combine as well. It's done us really well, but it's just not going to work in the new map. We just can't transport it. We don't have enough space on our gold hopper, so we're going to have to go ahead and sell that as well. Unfortunately, I do really like this combine, but I have mentioned it is possible to get another one, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, that would mean having to buy a brand new one again, or at least, you know, brand new-ish. So in light of that, I figured we might as well just go ahead and sell it here, and then we can get a new one if we need to. We'll see what happens. Alright. Let's drop that off there. Sell that. Oh, is that really not in the... Alright. This combine, we're not taking this one with us either. As much as I like the New Holland Clayson, it's just not doing it for me. And I have a feeling on the new map it's going to be a bit small. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that as well. Now you must be asking, Ian, what the heck are we going to keep? We are going to keep some things, don't you worry. But we're not keeping this. So, we have a few things laying around that we're going to need to pick up. Alright, so this combine is a really nice combine. It works with this little class head, which is nice. The one problem we did run into was this combine header did not work on our Russian combine, so that's a bit unfortunate for us. So, I'm going to go ahead and sell that, and we're going to push this little thing. Apparently it wasn't in the sell zone before. Oops, there we go. Maybe you can't sell that. Alright, what else we got? So, the Renault. This tractor did a good job for us. And it's a nice small tractor, good utility tractor. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this tractor, and we're gonna keep that harrow, because you never know if you're gonna need something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and take this with us, and I should be able to put this harrow or cultivator on our gold hopper relatively easily because it isn't very large. Now this is going to take up a bit of space, which is unfortunate, but we should be okay with this. And I'm going to go ahead and back this up onto the top little part over there. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's back this up. Good. And there. Actually, what I'll do is I'll back it up just a little bit further. That should be enough space. There we go. I will leave the harrow attached so it doesn't bounce around. Where is my Ford? So, We still have our class baler. I don't do baling very often, but I definitely wanted to check out that mod, so we're gonna go ahead and sell the baler. We don't need this baler because, as I mentioned, I use forge wagon. I tend to use forge wagons over balers, so we're gonna go ahead and sell the baler as well. But we're gonna keep our Ford 7000. It's a nice tractor, has 94 horsepower, so it does a great job for most things around the farm. Adjustable weights, which makes it really nice to do lots of different things. Let's go ahead and sell that baler there. That's just not going to fit on that trailer as well. So, what else do we have? So we're definitely taking this Ford with us, no questions about that. And we have the Ford 4000, 5000, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's a Ford 5000. We also have that one as well. And that is a really nice tractor as well. Good for some small stuff around the farm. So we're going to go ahead and keep that as well. Now, what else can we keep? We're not going to keep the weight. We're not going to keep this plow. If we need to get another plow, we could always pick another one up. That's not a problem. They are relatively cheap, so I'm not too worried about that. So let's go ahead and sell the plow as well. Alright. Let's take that back to the farm shop. And we still have 106 cows, but lucky for us, the person who's taking over this farm after us has agreed to take on the 106 cows. So in light of that, we're just going to leave all our feed, everything for him, just so he has a good head start. Just so he has a good head start. But we did sell all the pigs because the person said they weren't interested in pigs at all. So we're going to go ahead and sell that. What else do we have? Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reset all our equipment into one area. No. Reset that, just so we have a good idea what we have available to us. Alright. There we go. I think that's just about everything. Alright, let's get back to the farm and see what we need to take with us and what we need to sell. This is a tough decision because once we get to the new farm, we're only going to have those things that we take with us on this trailer, which makes it a bit difficult to decide what we need to take. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. We may not have enough space for everything, which is going to make this a little difficult. Alright, so... Oof, that's a lot of stuff. Jeez. Man. Alright. I don't think we're going to be able to take all the tractors with us. Oh no. We might have to get rid of the other Ford there, and keep the Renault. Because I know we're definitely going to need a water tanker. Definitely need a water tanker. This also carries milk as well. This is going to be interesting because I don't know how much space we're going to have left over. We may have to keep the Ford and put something else in the Ford. Excuse me. Alright. Let's just straighten out here. Apparently not. There we go. Ooh, this is going to be a close call, guys. Don't know if this is going to work. Gotta figure it out. Oh, it's going to work. She's bouncing all over the place. I don't know why. There we go. That should be okay now. Nope, that tire's just not quite on the ramp. Neither that was that one. No, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and narrow this a little bit just so we can... Alright. There we go. That should make it a bit easier. Alright. Let's back this up. Ooh. I don't know why it keeps popping around like that. Ooh, that's not good. Can we get it on there? Apparently our Ford, there we go, Ford's off. But we're gonna definitely have to move that back a little bit because that's just not gonna work out for that. So let's see if we can't get it on there properly. There we go. Whoa, what's happening there? I don't know. That's not what I wanted it to do at all. Alright, let's see. Because we're definitely gonna need to move this a little bit more. There we go. Can we push it back a little bit, maybe? We gotta be careful now because now it's kind of going off our wagon here a little bit, which isn't good. Nope, we're gonna have to reset that. Because that is not going to work at all. Don't display tractors. Alright, we'll leave that for now, I guess. Okay, so I definitely know we're not going to need this potato planter. We can take that to the shop. Go. And we're gonna need a seeder because we have a harrow or we have a cultivator, but we're gonna need a seeder. So we definitely need to take the seeder with us. That's for sure. Bobcat. Maybe we can work something out for the Bobcat. We'll see. Alright, so let's take this to the shop now too. Now potatoes are kind of tough to get into a little bit, and I know for a fact that if I do potatoes again, I'm definitely going to be using a big max ton Grimmy harvester, and maybe with a bigger seeder as well because that seeder is small, but it's a good starter pack. So we can't take that with us as well. Let's think about what else we have there. We have a forge wagon. Can we take the forage wagon with us? I know for a fact that despite the fact how good the forage wagon is, it is going to be just too big to fit on a trailer, and I know that we're going to need to eventually upgrade to something a bit bigger than this as well. So we're going to go ahead and sell this as well. Just fine. And what else are we going to need here? I don't know. This is going to be an interesting scenario because there's only so much we can take on that trailer, and I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use the F-150 with its own trailer to carry some stuff as well. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Alright. Let's get out and sell these things. No, I don't want to. Ooh, that was close. No, I don't want to sell this. This is. I don't know why it thinks I want to sell that. It's totally out of the space, but oh well. Do I want to sell the plow? Yes. Do I want to sell the Grimmy harvester? Do I want to sell this? Yes. Still doesn't recognize that. Alright, so are we gonna need the Hassia cedar? No. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and sell that. This is what we have owned. We're gonna need this. This is gonna take too long. So we're gonna sell that from here. This we're gonna take to the shop. This we can just sell from here. We're gonna need this cedar because we don't have a cedar. Sell that. Don't need that. Gonna have to take that to the shop. We don't need this. Kid, ooh, we're gonna need... we don't need a mower. This we can just sell from here as well. We're gonna need something. Sell that. We don't need this. This is gonna be too much. We can't take this with us for sure. The woods, we could always buy maybe one of those. That's not a big problem. So let's see what we're left with now. So it wasn't worth us taking everything to the shop, so we just asked them to come pick up some of the stuff because it's too cheap to do it ourselves. This is too much work basically. So I called the shop up and said, hey, you know what guys, you guys can go ahead and come up pick up some of the stuff. I have it lined up here for you already. Just send me the bill. Alright, so what do we have left? We have the Ford over there, the milk wagon. We also have the Forge Harvester. Let's put the cedar on here because I know we're going to need this. Bobcat. I feel as if we should take the Bobcat, but just don't know if it's going to be enough. Alright, so let's take the cedar with us. That should fit right nicely in front of the Renault there. It's a bit wide, but we'll have the wide load, the overload signs on our trailer, so it shouldn't be a problem. Apparently it's a problem to get up on this. Never thought I'd have this much trouble getting on and off a trailer. There we go. Alright. I think it's because it's hovering off the ground a little bit there. Straight up, straight down. Apparently I can't drive, but it's definitely on the ramps. I don't know why it's going over the ramps like that. Must be an early edition of the Gold Hopper, so I might need to upgrade. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna bring this right up here. Actually hit that, so drop that right there. We can probably push it just a little bit. There we go. Alright, milk tanker. I think we're gonna have, this is just not gonna fit on the trailer, so we're gonna have to go ahead and sell that as well, unfortunately. I thought we would get it on, but we might be able to get a new one anyway, so it's not a huge problem. I tried, and it just wouldn't quite go where I wanted it to go, so we're gonna go ahead and sell that. Take that to the shop. The other thing we need to take into consideration is the fact that because we are moving to a different country, there are certain fees that come into place as well. So because of that, so on top of that and on top of the, you know, the exchange rates and all that, it is going to be a bit of a problem. We're just not going to have a ton of money, I have the feeling. So because of that, we need to be a little careful. So we need to be able to be on our feet right at the start. Because we can't just be all willy-nilly with our money, because I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult in this country than where we are now. So we're in the United States here. It's not too bad. People are great. But we may have a bit of a harder time in the new area. So we're going to have to go ahead, we're going to need to have enough money to buy a harvester for sure, because we're just not going to have enough space on this trailer for the harvester. So let's go ahead and take this potato harvester to the shop, because that's definitely not going to fit on there. And as I mentioned, I'm definitely not going to use this to harvest potatoes right off the bat because it is just too much. Single row potato harvester just takes a long time to work. So if we do potatoes again, we're definitely going to go into the Grimmy Maxtron or whatever the big potato harvester is called, because this one's just not efficient at all. It takes way too much time. You end up using a lot of gas, or diesel fuel I should say. So in order for efficiency to come into play, we're definitely going to have to sell this, I feel, as well. So alright, let's go ahead and drop this off here as well. Alright. And because we had to buy I guess I was inside of that for a second. Don't know how that happened, but okay. That's fine, I suppose. There we go. Alright, let's sell these. So we're at 1.9 million still, which is good. So we've recovered some of our cash from buying the truck and the trailer, which is good. What else do we have over there? We have a little tipper. That's definitely not going to fit on the... is it? No. Because if we're lucky, we may be able to get the other Ford on the trailer as well. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. That would be awfully tight. So the forage harvester, I want to keep the kid forage harvester because it is such a great thing to start off with. So definitely need to have a bio combine, but at least we'll have the kid forage harvester. And what else? I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and drive this on because we've had so much trouble. Ooh, so that's all the space we have left. What else do we have left? 5,000. So we're not going to be able to fit the 5,000 on here, which is unfortunate, but we can always pick up a new one. Need to keep that in mind, but we're going to need the money to be able to pick up a new one. So far we have 2 tractors, a seeder, a harrow, and a forage harvester. I'm going to go to the truck first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sell this trailer. This definitely is not coming with us because it's just too big and it won't fit in the transport we're going to need to take to the new area. Alright, so let's go ahead and sell that. Okay, so what do we still own that we could... We might keep this. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I can use my Ford to move some of the stuff as well, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And it's a bit faster than the tractors, which is nice, 60 kilometers an hour. Alright, so let's use this to move this trailer right here. Let's do this. Back this up. Go forward. So what we'll do is we'll take this. So we can always buy another one of these. I want to keep the Bobcat, and I kind of want to keep the conveyor belt, but the conveyor belt's not too expensive. It's only 6 grand. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the Bobcat with us, and we'll sell the conveyor belt. All right, drop that off. Go. And what we'll do is we will pick up another trailer. Ooh, this is getting expensive for these trailers. How long is this? Does it say? 6.5 tons. That's going to be too small. That's not going to work. This might work, actually. 5.5 meters versus 6.5 tons. And it doesn't say how long it is. 4,000 versus 3,000. Let's go ahead and buy this. I don't know which one's bigger. This one's a small trailer, but this would be perfect for our Bobcat. And if we're lucky, we might be able to get the Ford 5000 on this as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and sell the tipper there. And then what we'll do is we'll take the truck with us, I guess. I don't think we'll have problems. Let's take the truck with us. Let's take the Bobcat. And with this, we should be able to get the tractor on it as well. And we'll sell the conveyor belt. Alright, so lower, so we need to install the ramps here. There we go. What we'll do is we will remove the sides, just in case we have any problems. Top in our Bobcat, because the Bobcat's going to go in first. And the implements for our Bobcat aren't too bad. So we can always pick those up later. Alright, let's hop this on here. We're going to be able to fit both of them on here. There we go. Let's see if we can fit the Ford 5000 on here as well. Ooh, it'll be close. I'm going to back it up on here. Just so we have all the weight on the axles there. Is it going to fit? Don't know if I can move my Bobcat up any further. Maybe I can turn my Bobcat a little bit. Let's hop in the Ford here, move it forward, and then we'll put the Bobcat on. Let's see if we can turn it. And then that should give us just enough room to get everything on there. Gotta be careful. Alright. Bobcats are very agile. Alright, let's see if we can get the Ford on here now. Perfect. Alright, let's remove the ramps. It's a little weighted down. Let's just turn this off. And let's get into the Bobcat, turn that off. And is there anything else that we can take with us for this epic journey to their new area? Let's see. Owned. Got that, got that, got that, got that. We can sell this. So that's it. We could fit the Bobcat on here, but I don't think anything else would have fit on there. I don't think so. So let's go ahead and bring up the ramps here. That'll lock everything down on this transport. You gotta take it nice and slow. Nice and slow. Take a nice little turnaround here. Now I suppose we could have put a bit more on this, but I have a feeling things are going to move around a little bit, so we don't want to get too crazy with it. Probably could have put the Bobcat on here to make that a bit of a safer load. Just go ahead and get it prepared. Here we go. And let's hop in the Ford. Now this is a bit of a heavy load for the Ford. A really heavy load. Yeah, this is going to be too heavy. Go slow, that's moving. Yep, so that's not going to work. So let's go ahead and we're going to have to either take the Bobcat off. What we'll do is we'll put the Bobcat on the Goldhofer. And we'll leave the Ford 5000 on. Or we'll just drive straight off, apparently. Now let's see if this by itself will be okay on our trailer. Let's just double check, pull the ramps back in. Is that going to be okay for... Yeah, that'll be okay for the truck. It's a bit of a slow start, but it'll work. Yeah, perfect. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll drop the end down here because we don't want to leave our Bobcat. We want the Bobcat with us. And then, my friends, we'll be on our way to the next map. Alright, let's hop over here. Should probably turn off that tractor. Sheesh, wasn't very safe of me. Actually, we can put the ramps on the side up now. Add the crates. We can raise the crates. There we go. Oh, I guess not. So I guess I have to leave them down for now. Alright, now let's hop. Let's pull this over here. Let's put our Bobcat in the end here. Lucky for us, our Bobcat's a nimble little thing, so theoretically it shouldn't have any problems getting on this, but obviously it is. Let's just back it up on here. Straighten it out. There we go. Let's just get up and over that little hump. There we go. Perfect. Now let's get back on the Kenworth and we'll lift up. Oops, I said lift. J. J? No. K. There it is. So we'll lift up those ramps, lock down the load. And then, my friends, so this is what we're going to be able to start off with in the new maps. We have the Renault, we have the Harrow, the cultivator, we have the Allis-Chalmers Seeder, which also fertilizes, the Ford 7000 with the Ford harvester, the Bobcat S160, the Ford F-150 along with our Ford 5000. So let's do it like this. Let's remove the crates. I said remove. There we go. So that's what we're going to be able to take us with a new map. Did we leave anything behind? No. Alright, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So we're moving to the new map. I shall see you all when we meet at the new map. My name's Ian Robson. This has been the Old Family Farm playing Farming Sim 2013. And I'll catch you on the flip side.